Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'll be reviewing Bedlam by Nick Spencer. This is the first volume of the graphic novel series, which combines the first 5 issues of the comic book. And it is about a homicidal maniac, a serial killer known as Matter Red, who goes about in this disguise, this mask. Pretty creepy, isn't it? This was definitely a cover buy when I saw this online. Anyway, so Matter Red is a serial killer, and as the story opens up, it's 10 years in the past. And he and his minions, he's sort of like a, what do they call it, a criminal overlord. He has some followers that help him out in his crime sprees, and he has just attacked this theater full of people. There are people dead everywhere, and the police are having trouble capturing him. And they call in this mysterious figure known only as the First. And this is what he looks like. Kind of this caped crusader. This definitely has a Batman/Joker feel to it. But we never really learned very much about this mysterious character named the First. He appears in the beginning and a little bit later in this particular issue. And then no more. I don't know if it'll be in the next volume. I hope to learn more about him and why he's called the First and who he is. But anyway, he ends up being captured, and some things happen shortly after his capture that lead the public to believe that he has been killed. So over a period of 10 years, he undergoes these strange procedures, sort of cure, to make him back to normal, to take away his criminal tendencies, his maniacal tendencies. And after 10 years, he's deemed safe to be released to the public, although under very strict and close supervision. He now has a new persona, a new identity. He is now known as Fillmore Press. And while he's sort of out in society, kind of getting the feel of things, as I'm reading this, I never felt really safe about this character. There's still an uncertainty about him, about the evil that lurks beneath him. And there are times where you'll see him look in a mirror, and he sees this mask sort of staring back at him. He's under medication, like I said, and under supervision, but it's very unsettling, you might say. And through the course of the story, he kind of comes under... he kind of gets involved in another crime spree that's going on. There's another serial killer on the loose, and he feels that with his knowledge and his experience, he can sort of maybe help capture this person. But he's under strict orders from the doctors who have treated him not to reveal his identity because the public would just freak out. So that's basically the premise of the whole story. Is sort of a rehabilitated serial killer who's out there trying to catch criminals. And it's a very strange book. I like the artwork. I'll definitely say this. The cover is amazing. The artwork throughout is as well. What we have are like flashbacks throughout it. So when we go back these 10 years where he is still in his Matter Red kind of persona, you'll have these sort of black and white images with splashes of red through it. And that's where you're in the earlier scenes. And there's another kind of him fighting with the First character. And then the other scenes are sort of this just kind of bland earth tones. But and this is Fillmore Press without his mask here. But I did overall like the artwork, and I like the way it kind of flashes back and forth. I found that the very beginning part a little bit confusing, as much as it is, I guess, to the population, whether he's dead or not dead. It was a little weird the way they did it. That was a bit confusing. But overall, it's an intriguing story. I hope to learn more about some of the characters in it, because we didn't really get a lot of depth of the characters. When he starts working on this new serial killer and trying to help out the police, there's this lady, detective, I believe her name was Acevedo. Let's see if I can get a good image of her. She's here. She's kind of a badass type character. She's like no nonsense and everything, and but we don't really learn very much about her background. The doctors and nurses and stuff that kind of work on him and do this very strange procedure, look like out of some kind of strange circus act. They're very odd looking and creepy in their own right. So I would like to learn more about them and who they're working for and how they came up with this idea to do this procedure on this particular criminal. So a lot of unanswered questions, I have to say, throughout it. But overall, it was intriguing enough that I do want to pick up the next one, although I will say I'm not in an overall rush to pick it up. But definitely intriguing. It is kind of graphic and gory at times, so I would say it's for more mature readers, not for the young readers or the faint of heart. But definitely intriguing and a really good October read. So that is Bedlam by Nick Spencer, and yeah, Volume 1 with the first 5 comics included. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.